Good evening. New tonight, an Iowa mom says she is scared the critical care her son depends on could soon be on the chopping block. The Grimes family says Medicaid has helped their disabled son make significant progress over the years. KCCI's Ophelia Jacobson spoke with the family today. And Ophelia, what are their concerns?
Well, Todd, all eyes are on Washington, D.C., where Congress is currently trying to pass the federal budget. There have been reports that potential cuts to Medicaid could be included in the plan. Now, House Speaker Mike Johnson ruled out some cuts to the program last week after pushback from some Republican colleagues who remain divided over the issue. Still, one Central Iowa family says the uncertainty of it all worries them.
Play.
You want to play?
A mother's love,
I can play with you.
knows no bounds.
He loves cars. We went to Monster Jam.
It shows up
Big green truck, go.
in small ways. And Nancy Baker Curtis shows up for her son
What Charlie needed was not just a mother, but he needed an advocate.
in more ways than one.
I'm so proud to be his mom, and I'm so proud of where he has come to be today.
When her son was 6 days old,
Charlie was diagnosed with not only hypothermia, but septicemia and suspected bacterial meningitis.
Charlie, now 9, lives with complex medical needs and developmental delays. He can't talk,
Which one are you?
Tired.
Yeah, you're tired. I know.
but he's learned to communicate with this tablet. And up until 3 years ago, he couldn't walk either.
He likes to do hot laps around the island, right?
Nancy credits his progress to the help they've received through Medicaid.
We need that critical secondary wraparound insurance to help us be able to maintain a standard of living for our family.
The family relies on the health and disability waiver to help pay for critical programs like ongoing therapeutic treatment and medical daycare in the home. But Nancy is concerned about potential cuts to Medicaid.
If we lose programs like medical daycare in the home, well, then the implication is that I would probably have to stop teaching.
No matter what happens,
There's just nothing that my husband, my daughter, and I wouldn't do.
Nancy will be there for Charlie every step of the way. She hopes Congress will be there too.
Think about the children and the elderly that utilize these services. They're people with names like Charlie.
And I reached out to all of Iowa's congressional delegation about potential cuts to Medicaid tonight. In a statement made to KCCI, 3rd District Representative Zach Nunn says, in part, we must root out waste and fraud in the system, but never at the expense of the families who truly need support and care. 1st District Representative Mariannette Miller Meeks sent us this statement saying in part, quote, I am committed to protecting Medicaid for the Iowans who rely on it most. My priority is to make Medicaid stronger, more efficient, and more responsive for those who depend on it. She goes on to talk about legislation she's introduced to improve Medicaid, but preserve it for people who need it. A spokesperson for 2nd District Representative Ashley Hinson says in part, quote, Representative Hinson is against cuts to Medicaid benefits, as is President Trump. She supports strengthening Medicaid and protecting these benefits for the most vulnerable members of society while ensuring that those who are wrongly taken advantage of this program or defrauding it can no longer do so. Todd.
Thanks, Ophelia.